Thank you, everybody, once again for joining the podcast at Clark's Room. This is another edition of One Thought. Today, we get to talk to the one and only Mr. Travis Field. So for the first question, Mr. Field, where do you teach at and what do you teach?
I teach at Chilton Middle School, part of the Roseville City School District, and I teach 8th grade U.S. history, and also I'm one of the web coordinators at our school.
Shout out for Web. It's an amazing program, right?
Yes, absolutely. Anytime I get the chance, I'll shout that out.
Yeah. So what is your 1 minute sort of educational origin story? How did you get to being what you are right now?
I was a correctional officer in a jail. I've always wanted to help people, and I realized that is not where I wanted to help people. I wanted to help people in education. So this is a second career for me, and I jumped in feet first and haven't looked back since.
What people don't realize is you look amazing for 49.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's not true. That's not true. So the next couple sets of questions come in pairs. And so the first one is, what is the hardest or most challenging thing about being a teacher?
The most challenging thing about being a teacher, I think that's a good question. Sorry for taking so long on this.
No, it's okay. We have unlimited time. We're okay.
Yeah. I guess it would be reaching every single student to the best of your ability every day, because that range is so incredibly far from one spectrum of student to the next, and really feeling that you were able to support all of those students that day.
Yeah, in the words every and all make it extremely challenging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So on the flip side of that, what is the best part about being a teacher?
I think the best part is that you find yourself becoming a lifelong learner, with yourself, but also the people around you. Your coworkers are pushing you, but also the students are pushing you, and you're pushing the students. And I think that is an incredible place to be at in life, to be able to be a lifelong learner.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So the next question isn't about your specific school or your school district, but just in general. What is the worst or the most challenging thing about our school system?
I think that, and I'm kind of seeing it more and more the past couple of weeks, but it's the fact that we base our education system on the American workday.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be it. Yeah.
Wow. And that's a big one to tackle.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if we do tackle that one, but yeah, even the summer breaks are based off of, harvest way back when.
Yeah. I mean, I think you see that we based off the American workday. Yeah. And then we base quite a few things off of things that were true 100 years ago and not so much true right now.
Yeah. So again, on the flip side of that question, what is the best thing about our school system?
What is the best thing? I think the best thing is the diversity of people that you get to come into contact with. I mean, not only the students, but the staff. I mean, I don't know the percentage, but there's such a large percentage of staff members that teaching is their second profession. So you get people with their business backgrounds and technology backgrounds, and then you get the students that are coming from all sorts of different backgrounds. And I just feel like perspective, your perspective grows when you surround yourself with so many different types of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's appropriate to share. What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you in a class?
Embarrassing. I think I heard you ask another teacher this and in a previous podcast, and I was thinking about that, and I don't know if there's anything super embarrassing that has happened.
Well, middle school teachers have a thick skin too, right?
That's true. So yeah, maybe there is something embarrassing to the normal person, but not to the middle school teacher.
So it should have been embarrassing, but it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what is your current thought, your one thought on this situation that we're in right now?
Sorry, say that question again.
Yeah, what is your one thought on the current situation we find ourselves in right now?
The one thought is that I see that it is magnifying things on both spectrums. What we have done really well in education to this point, and some of the holes that us educators have been trying to fill the last couple of years, and I think that both sides are being magnified during this situation.
Yeah, that's a great answer. That's all for the scripted questions. But if someone wanted to connect with you on the interwebs, how do they find you?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's at The Real Mr. Field.
Are there a lot of fake Mr. Fields out there?
When I first published that, I did have a student that wanted to start the fake Mr. Field, and it never caught on, unfortunately.
It didn't get traction.
No, I'm hoping. So if anybody wants to start that up, I would love that.
I'll have to go check after we're done here. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thank you for having me anytime.